this is Jill Murphy from Pharmacy Times. Today I'm speaking with Ilisa Bernstein about the latest FDA approval of the Pfizer-BioNTech COVID-19 vaccine. How are you doing, Ilisa?
Hi, good. Thanks, Jill, for having me here.
Of course. I wanted to just ask you if you could give a background about yourself and how you got to where you're at today.
Sure. So patient care and safety have really been the cornerstone of my career. I'm a pharmacist and a lawyer, and I worked at FDA for 31 years, where I focused on policies that ensure that drugs are safe and high quality. And since my pharmacy school days, I've been active at APhA, the American Pharmacists Association. And so what better place to land after my retirement from FDA than APhA, where I can advocate for pharmacists and patient access to pharmacist services. So that's how I got here.
And how monumental is this recent announcement of the FDA approving this Pfizer vaccine to not only you, but the other people in the pharmacy community?
Yeah, with FDA completing its review, the agency gave its really full stamp of approval for vaccines use in those children and adults ages 16 and up. Many people were reluctant to get the vaccine, and they were waiting for FDA to complete the review of the data. So this really is an important milestone and hopefully a turning point for folks who were waiting for the approval. Having worked at FDA and the drug review and approval process, I know that science and data drives decision-making in the agency. Some people don't believe that, but I wholeheartedly believe that and stand behind that and advocate for that. And I'm confident that my former colleagues at FDA approach their reviews in an unbiased manner and use the state-of-the-art resources that FDA scientists and reviewers have to evaluate data and come to their conclusions.
And even with a milestone like this, what do you wish to continue seeing for pharmacist efforts during this COVID-19 pandemic?
Pharmacists are continuing to actively engage in their communities, not only by providing tests and vaccines, but also by providing the services that they've always provided, such as managing patients' medications, patient counseling. In large parts of the country, counseling involves providing information to educate those who are experiencing vaccine hesitancy. And so pharmacists are the most accessible healthcare provider in communities across the country, especially in those communities that are underserved. And pharmacists have been working in overdrive to get patients vaccinated. Those efforts have slowed down recently because people were eager at the beginning to get vaccinated and get the shots. And so they've slowed down, but now we're seeing an uptick, likely because of the Delta variant and the greater confidence that people are having now, slowly getting confidence in the vaccines.
And you're also a spokesperson for the COVID-19 Vaccine Education Equity Project. What is this project's main goal, and what do you hope this new status of the vaccine means for this next phase?
Yeah, APhA is proud to be a member of the COVID-19 Vaccine Education and Equity Project. It's a broad coalition of over 200 organizations, and we're focused on providing information on the clinical trials process, regulatory review, and ensuring distribution and equitable access to COVID-19 vaccines. We, as a coalition, we do a number of things, such as educate and advocate for maintaining that FDA gold standard in the regulatory review process. We're promoting the impact of the vaccine and uptick across the country, raising awareness of the importance of vaccination, and leading that conversation that helps ensure equitable access to the approved and authorized vaccines, and so that Americans across the country know about the vaccines and are informed and are comfortable getting the vaccine.
And is there anything else that you would like to add surrounding not only this approval of Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine, but anything you want to see in the following months of this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I hope to continue to see an uptick in vaccination rates around the country, particularly in those communities where hesitancy stuck like glue. APhA has developed tools and resources for pharmacists to use with information and approaches to, that pharmacists can take to help patients gain confidence in the COVID vaccines. Misinformation abounds and patients are confused. That's clear. And so APhA has developed tools that provides not just accurate information, but tips on how to address this misinformation and new information and new misinformation as that continuously emerges.
Ilisa, thank you so much again for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.